Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Did I go live yesterday? 90, 91. Yo, hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. What's up?
What?
What's up?
I support Trump.
You're not even American. You're British. What is that? What am I looking at?
Generally, what's I got to do with anything?
Okay, I'm concerned. I don't know what I was looking at. I genuinely don't know what I was looking at. Sorry, give me a second. We're starting the YouTube stream. Bro, it's just a cat. I did not see the cat, okay? I saw something red and black. I didn't see a cat. My bad. My bad. Okay, that's the private live stream. Hold on. Which I can just delete. 89 days left. 89 days left. There is 89 days left. Give me a second and we're gonna fix the YouTube stream. $89 days left until midterms. There we go. We're going to save it, and then we're going to get started with the debates. If you're a Trump supporter, hop up in the guest box. I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to have a debate with you. I'd love to have a conversation with the internet as to why you would ever support this horrible president, this horrible administration. As always. Hold on. No, I can't get it.
Only a matter of time till you turn gay, huh?
Yeah, why do you want back up?
I didn't realize when I requested that I've been in your live before. But how soon till you turn gay?
I'm not gay, and you can't turn gay.
So you admit you're not gay now, but when you become gay, then you're going to say you were born gay.
People don't become gay. I will not become gay.
What do you mean they don't become gay?
They are born.
No, they're not born.
Yes,
they become.
Okay, so
gay.
if it's true that you can become gay, can you choose to be gay right now?
Yeah, somebody could. So take a man that goes to jail, right?
Choose to find a man sexually attractive right now for like half a second.
No, that's a disgusting sin. That's like saying go.
Do it, right?
That's like saying go do something with a child.
I think if you
I
can
wouldn't
choose,
do it. That's like saying go rob a bank. I choose not to do that.
I think if you can choose, I think that you are probably bisexual.
Look, I could choose to do anything I wanted, whether I liked it or not.
Could you choose to rape a
I choose
child?
not to do it.
Could you choose to rape a child?
No, because I choose
exactly.
not
So
to
the same
do
way as you
sinful
can't choose to
things.
rape a child, which I would argue you have raped children. I don't have any evidence of that. Obviously innocent until proven guilty, but that's just my thoughts. I would just argue that the same way as you don't think.
What year are you going to turn into a homosexual?
I'm not going to turn into a quote unquote homosexual because
You will.
I'm not gay. I never will be gay. On the other hand, you are a pedophile, and you probably are also bisexual.
No.
If you think you can choose to be gay, you're probably bisexual.
So you're telling me a straight man that goes to jail and is forced to suck some wee-wee, that's not a gay activity?
That you could consider that to be a quote unquote gay activity.
All right.
Under your specific definition, but that doesn't mean that
became gay.
That doesn't mean that the straight man became gay because that's not his sexual orientation. If he is straight, his sexual orientation is straight. You fucking moron.
No,
you're fucking
that is
idiotic.
a gay activity.
What?
That is a gay activity.
If
that
he was forced, it would be rape, you fucking idiot.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's still a homosexual activity.
That doesn't make him gay.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
Oh, of course it does. How do you think all these children that were touched, why they eventually choose a gay lifestyle?
That's not necessarily true. You can't
Yes,
provide
it
any
is
statistics.
true. It is absolutely true.
It is not.
And all the kids that turn into trannies, they have no fathers.
Don't say that. Don't say that word again. A. B. I think you're just disgusting. You're just portraying yourself. You're just closeted.
You just don't,
you're obviously
you
a pedophile, and you're portraying yourself
you
to be as
just
anti-trans,
deny the truth. You're a truth
anti-gay
denier.
people. But at the same time, you are probably bisexual.
You support
You're
homosexuality.
I just want to point
you
that out there.
also
You're probably
support the
bisexual.
extinction of the human civilization.
And you support sleeping with 15, 16, 17
No, I
year olds?
don't. No,
You do.
that's too young.
You do.
I do not agree with marriage at that age.
But you support meeting a 15-year-old and waiting until she turns 18, which is grooming by definition.
That is called an arranged marriage. Yes,
That is called grooming.
No, grooming happens after the marriage. That's why
Grooming
it's called.
does not happen after the marriage.
Yes, it does. Why do you
No,
think
it
the
doesn't.
groom is called the groom? Hello?
Do you not know the
even
definition
word
of grooming?
groom. That is the word groom.
We're not talking about there are different ways that you can use the term groom.
That
I'm
is
referring
the
to grooming.
actual
It's when
definition of the word groom.
Yeah, so the
Where do you think
reason
the
why
word
I'm saying
groom
that you
came
are
from?
grooming children is because
You don't
you are
groom children,
literally
you groom your
getting
wife.
to meet children. You are getting to meet children,
Yeah,
and
that's
then you
not
are waiting
grooming.
until they're 18.
That's
and you are
not
then
grooming.
going to marry them. Yes, that is
The
literally
grooming
grooming.
happens
That is grooming.
after marriage.
That is literally grooming.
The grooming happens after marriage.
It doesn't matter when the grooming happens. If you groom someone by definition.
Yeah, that's why you're called the
So you are
groom, and that's
grooming
why they're
children.
called the bride.
You're grooming children,
That's why they're called the bride.
and that's why you're grooming children, and that's why you hate.
You don't
gay
groom
people?
children. You groom your wife
You hate
once
gay
you're
people?
married. Do I what?
You hate gay people because you groom children.
I think we need to bring back the McLaren-Warren Act of 1952, which removes all Muslims from being able to ever hold
What the fuck
an
does
active office.
What the fuck does like Islam or Muslims have to do with you hating gay people and being like a pedophile?
Well, you support Muslims.
I don't support Islam. I don't support any religion that is used to harm other people. I support religion as a whole. I obviously support Muslims the same way I support Christians, the same way I support Judaism, or like the people who practice Judaism, as well as any other form of religion, so long as they use it for good.
You also support the extinction of the human civilization.
How do I support the extinction of human civilization?
Well, if you support the gay lifestyle, that is supporting the extinction of the human civilization.
How so?
Because it's going against procreation. It's the very opposite of procreating.
So you think it's wrong for two infertile people to have sex?
Yes, there's no need.
So a man and a woman to have sex if they're infertile, you think that's wrong?
There's no need.
Okay. So you're just fucking delusional. You're a pedophile.
Tell me what
You're
need there.
homophobic.
Wait.
And you're
What
delusional.
need? Hold on. What need is there for them to have sex? What need?
Yeah, if two consenting adults who are infertile want to have
What
sex,
is the
they can have
need?
sex.
No,
Yeah,
not
pleasure.
because they want to. What is the
Pleasure.
need? No, that's not. That's a desire. That's not a
That
need.
can definitely be a need for some people.
No, it's not a
Sure, you
need.
wouldn't
It's
know
a
that.
want. It's a want.
Sure, you wouldn't know that. I'm sure.
It's a want. It's
sure.
not a need.
That's why you do things with 18-year-olds that you met when they were 15. And how old are you?
I would
56?
never. First of all, I would only ever procreate with one of my wives. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, they must be at least the age of 18.
But you meet
At least
them
by
before they're
a couple
18, right?
hours. At least by a couple hours.
But you meet them before they're 18.
Well, yeah. There's children that aren't even born yet that I might end up marrying.
That last statement was crazy.
He was indeed crazy.
No,
do you
my
support
God.
John?
Yeah,
How old are you?
19. But bro, let me tell you something. Like, all these people that come up are fucking stupid. And I'm telling you, like, debate smarter people, bro. On their profile pictures, like 4 wives.
I am
Are you
debating.
serious, bro?
I am debating Trump supporters. You are obviously a Trump supporter. We'll see if you are not stupid. Why do you support Trump?
I'm not gonna debate you, bro. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. These fools are stupid.
Trump supporters are stupid. You would be a part of the Trump supporter club. So I don't know what that entails about you. Are you in the fucking bath?
You want my bath water? You want my bath water? You want my bath water?
Okay, why aren't you being?
Hello?
Do you support Donald Trump? Are you?
Hey.
No, Caleb.
Hello?
Do you support Donald Trump? Jesus Christ. Moving on to the next guy. Am I friends with Dean Withers? No.
Hi.
Are you in the bath?
No.
Are you a Trump supporter?
I just wanted to say hi.
You're in the bath.
No.
Stomp your foot on the ground? Brother. Leave me alone! If you're naked and you don't have clothes on, please, please leave me alone. How's it going? Do you support Trump?
She's a bad type.
You also gotta be an adult, by the way. You're not 18 either. Jesus. Moving on to the next cast. That's not even a child. That is a toddler. That is literally still in the womb. See if we can find someone who's not in the bath. Are you in the bath?
No, it's actually raining outside. No, actually, I'm being dead serious. I
How
can
old
show
are
you. Oh no, man.
Days. Moving on to the next guest. Hello. Are you a Trump supporter?
Still 6'7".
Oh,
Still
it's you're getting you're a 5-year-old. You're gonna get banned. It's the first time I've ever banned a back up. That's my fault. If you ever need to hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, what's up? I'm MAGA. MAGA law. I voted for Trump.
Where are you from?
From Pacific Northwest,
What state?
Washington.
Time is it?
Is this your little TikTok compliance check?
No, you might be Canadian. I don't know.
It's 6:10. You know this your TikTok compliance check, your little communist checkpoint.
Communist checkpoint. Yeah, bro. Whatever you say. Why do you support Trump?
I support Trump because I live in the Democrat zone, all the way from Seattle
Washington's
all the way to
based,
San
bro.
Diego.
Bro, Washington is
I
fucking
lived in
based.
Oakland and Berkeley, Sanford, Frisco, Portland, and all I see is boarded up shops, homeless encampments, folded out Fenties, cost of housing problems. The criminality is out of control.
Yeah, same with the red states. That's like crime is gonna
No,
be an
all
issue
the
in
red
all
states doesn't matter.
as well
Major
as
cities
housing.
are run by Democrats.
Yeah, why are all the major cities run by Democrats? Because people choose to live in democratic cities because there's more opportunities. There's better things available for people to choose.
Yeah, tell that. Go down Rodeo Drive, man. Go take a walk in Venice Beach, my
Name
man.
one large Republican city.
I don't know, man. I don't care. That's not a point.
My
I
point
know
is
what the
there isn't
Democrat
one.
zone looks like, and it
You're
don't
the one
look
who's
good.
you're the one who's living in Washington, probably a really, really, really blue state. Why don't you leave?
Because it's not that easy just to pick up and move, you know?
Right. But you want
But
undocumented immigrants to just leave, right? You want
well, it
immigrants to just
depends.
leave.
If
I'm
you ain't
assuming?
assimilating, if you
I
if
thought
you're
it
a
wasn't.
village
I thought it
idiot
wasn't that
and you
easy to
bring
leave, though.
your third world antics with you,
I think
then yeah,
MAGA's
you need to
third
get
world,
out.
right? I think MAGA's third world. They're anti-democracy, anti-constitution.
No,
they're
you
anti-American, right? The definition of third world, the original definition of third world, is being against America. MAGAs are third world because they are literally against America. They are anti-American. You are third world.
No, you
If
need
you want to get in
you,
specific.
you just a self-hating
I love
probably
America. In comparison to you, you hate America.
No, I love America. You're the one who hates
Then why
your
did you vote for
president.
Trump if you love America? He
You
called for
can't
the
even
termination of all
respect your
rules, regulations, and
president.
articles, even those found in the Constitution. He's
The
violated
DJ
the First
Double
Amendment,
T's
Second Amendment,
mogging.
Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, 10th Amendment, 14th Amendment, and the 22nd Amendment, considering violating the 25th Amendment.
No, his
The
whole
elections
family
clause, declare
mogs,
war
and
clause,
Barron
the
Trump
appropriation.
going to be president. Kai
You're
Trump
just a
going
cult
to
member.
be. She's
Like
going to be
you
president
genuinely
too.
just hate America.
And we're gonna get ICE in, and ICE taking these people out. So I mean,
So you are literally
want
just hate
unlimited.
America.
You want unlimited foreign invaders to come in and make the neighborhoods unsafe,
Actually,
and bring their
undocumented immigrants make communities safer. Did
No,
you
they
know
don't.
border
They make
cities,
them
border
unsafe.
cities
Tell
have a
it to
less
Laken
crime rate
Riley
than
and the whole
non-border
list
cities
of other
per
people.
capita? And undocumented immigrants actually reduce the crime rate because they're multiple times as
in the
likely to commit any sort of violent crime or bad
and the
crimes.
change rooms with the little girls.
You want to talk about changing rooms and men walking into changing rooms? Donald Trump is a man who walked into a women's only changing room, yet you support him.
No, that was a different situation and a different time.
Oh, it was a different situation at a different time.
Yeah,
You're excusing
you
it for
going
one
back
person, but not the
decades.
other.
What's going on today? You putting the
Would we agree that any time, at any point in history,
and all this crap?
at any point in history, it is wrong for a man to go into a women's only space while using their position of power to sexually exploit them? Can we agree?
So he wasn't president at that time. That was decades ago.
And
you
that's
just
why
trying Kavanaugh him over and over
Can we
again.
agree it was still
That's
wrong?
what the democides do. The
Can we agree it's
democides
still
try
wrong?
to vax and mask your children.
Yeah,
they
but
try and
vaccines are
poison the
definitely
entire
wrong.
world, and then they try and put the teas in the bathrooms, and they try and brainwash the kid with the rainbow flag and say that's the American flag. That's what you do, man. That's,
No one is
that's
saying
the
that the
problem
quote-unquote
with you.
rainbow flag. I would assume that you're talking about the pride flag is the American flag. No one is saying that.
Yeah, that's what your little conquest flag inside the classrooms. That's what you doing, and you
think
ain't
that's wrong?
assimilating.
You think Donald Trump isn't wrong? You think that's
if you
wrong?
don't
But
like
you don't
America,
think Donald Trump
you
walking
need to
into
go
a woman's
back.
only
You
changing
ain't
room
American.
without their consent to watch them
America
naked?
is a white
You don't
country.
think that's
It's
wrong?
based on 90% European
It's not a white country.
ancestry.
Sorry, you can cry about it. You can cry about it, Cracker.
Right. So you will never be American. You,
You
belong
can
back
cry.
in
I'm
Asia,
more American
the
than you.
Philippines, or you look
Hey,
Latino. I
buddy,
can't even tell what you are.
Hey,
you just
Cracker,
look like
I'm more
a
American
mutt.
than you. I'm more American than you, Cracker. You're
Yeah,
nobody.
right,
You are anti-American. You are a traitor to this country.
There
You are
it
a
is. There
traitor
it
to this
is.
country.
That's
If you want to say anyone's not American, you are un-American.
triggered him.
You are the opposite of what America is. America is a free nation where people have a choice to come here to have a better life. America is a liberal democracy, a constitutional republic, right? You support someone who is anti-American. You support masked thugs going and kidnapping people and killing people, preventing people from living the best life they possibly can. If anyone is anti-American, it's you.
You know, we got things called borders, and
What
we
the
don't
fuck
just
does that
let
have anything
people
to do with what I
tropes
just said,
across
you
the
fucking
border
idiot?
with throwing their documents away through their corrupt democide CPB app, where they fill out whatever
that have
Rob
anything to do
Rigo
with what I
name
just
they
said?
want, and just waltz across and get their cell phones and hotel rooms at the road, New York City, and taking over apartment complexes in Colorado, and driving around without license
That is not
plates.
true.
We don't do that here. That's back in your home country. That's back where you live.
Hey, guess where I was born? Hey, guess where I was born? This will shock you. Guess where I was born?
I can't tell, man. You either Asian or you Mexican or you.
I was born in America. I'm American.
No, you're not. You're obviously
Is American
South
a
Asian
nationality?
or some crap.
Hold on. Is American a nationality?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Can you define nationality? What is nationality?
It means
the country
that the
you were
ethnic
born in,
group
right?
came from Anglo-Saxons.
Hold on. Can we agree that nationality is the country? Hold on.
You were not an Anglo-Saxon, my guy.
Whoa. Can we agree that American is the country, like nationality is going to be the country you were born in, right?
Yeah, that's a nationality,
Yeah?
man.
Okay,
but
cool. So then I am American by your own definition because I was born in America. If you're talking about ethnicity, whether you're referring to specifically Asians, you can also reference like Hispanics, Latinos, so on and so forth.
Why you want to live
That's going to be
here?
a different conversation. But
Yeah,
you
where your
cannot deny
parents
that I am
from?
American. And if you want to
No,
deny
where
that
your
I am
parents
American
from,
simply because
sir?
of my values are more American than yours. You hate
No, what's your
America.
ethnicity,
You hate
sir?
the values of what America is.
No, American is based on Anglo-Saxon foundational principles and Christianity.
America
That's
is not
what
based
it-
on
and
Christianity. If
Protestant.
America was founded on Christianity, then you think Christians are okay with owning slaves. America
you
was
need
not
to
founded
do
on
your homework
Christianity.
because even when the states were joining America, they had to be a professed Anglo or Protestant or Christian.
So all you're
Just to sit in the
so all
government.
you're just saying is that Christianity is okay with owning slaves, because our founding fathers owned slaves. For a good chunk of our
So
history,
that's the way it
slavery.
happens. That you can't change the
Christian,
past,
just to
man.
clarify, Christians are okay with slavery,
In a
right?
different time and place and
So
circumstance.
just to clarify,
sure, that was certainly
Christianity is
acceptable.
okay with slavery.
It's not.
Christianity is
it's not
okay with
but
rape
back
as
then
well.
It was.
Christianity is okay with rape and child rape. You think
Oh,
Christianity
here
is
we
okay
go.
with that?
Here we go. This is a little malicious. That's a little
That's not true. No,
malignant.
in
Yeah,
accordance
it is.
in accordance with American
No, you
history,
live in decades
rape,
in the
whether
past.
it be maternal, was not illegal. Abuse as well. You can also point to child marriage, even in some states.
Yeah,
34
that's
of our
Islam,
states.
and you're
34.
inviting all
Hold on,
these
hold on,
Islamist
hold on.
terrorists
You're saying
here to do
Islamist
this
terrorists,
crap.
but 34 of our states, child marriage is legal. In America, 34 of our states, child marriage is legal. Someone like you who's 50 years
What do you
old.
consider a child? It was perfectly acceptable to get married at 16 and 17 back in unenlightened times. In the modern day, it
I'm
don't
not
fit,
done
but that don't mean that the
talking.
world was a different place.
Lock in. Calm down with your Islamophobia and racism. I'm not done
No,
talking.
see,
Calm
there
down.
you go. That's a
Calm
fake
down.
word. That's a
Calm
fake word.
down.
You
Calm
bring it. I
down.
want you to
Calm
bring your
down.
pride
Calm
flag
down. You might
over
be
to
racist.
Iraq.
Calm down. Calm
I
down.
want you to bring
Calm
your pride
down.
flag
Calm
over to
down. Calm
Palestine.
down.
Bring your
We can
pride
play
flag
this
over to
game of
Lebanon.
each other, of us over talking each other. But what you're not gonna do, you're gonna let me
You
finish.
should bring your
okay?
pride flag to
You're
Saudi
gonna let me
Arabia.
finish. You're gonna let me finish. You're gonna let me finish. Allow me to finish. Okay. 34 of our states allow for child marriage in America. Okay, that's not Islam.
And nobody does
that's
that.
Christianity. Because you said America was founded on Christianity. If America was founded on Christianity, America is made of 50 states plus territories. And of those 50 states and territories, 34 states have child marriage legal. Okay, then Christianity is okay with child marriage. America is okay with child marriage. That's not Islam.
No,
That's
you
not
don't
Muslims.
understand the
That's
context
America.
of that.
That's white
And they
people
literally
like you.
worship,
Because up until a recent point, a majority, I mean, it's still a majority, were white people in Congress who allowed for child marriage to be legal. White people like you, white men, allow child marriage to be legal.
You don't know what you're talking about. You would pay.
Projection.
You need white people wherever we go. You would follow us. You would never go back to your ancestry in your country. There, you would never have it. You would just want to follow around white people
Address the
where they
point that
go,
I
what
just
they
made.
produce, what they do.
Address the point that I just made.
And and because that's the point is that Aisha
America
was married to
and Christianity
Muhammad
is okay with
at
child.
6. And
America's Christianity
is 9,
is okay with child marriage.
and they walking around in Texas with you don't see that happening in today's day
Can
and
we
age.
agree that for
but
a majority
you do in their countries?
Can we agree under your worldview, America was founded on Christianity, and under like reality, for the longest time, and still now, white people hold a majority in Congress, right? Can we agree that that is literally the case in reality? And then under your worldview, you think America is founded on Christianity. Therefore, if 34 out of 50 states allow child marriage, it is under your worldview that white men let this happen, specifically white Christian
context.
It is not bogus. This is reality.
Yes,
34 of our states. 34 of our states allow for child marriage.
You don't see
you
this
marry
out
a child?
in the open like
you want to
do
marry a
with
child?
Islam? No,
What's the age
you
of
don't
consent?
see this. It's
What's
a
the
lie.
age of
You're
consent?
malicious.
What's the age of consent?
Just like your
What's the
image up
age of
there is
consent?
malicious. It's
Yeah, what's the
another
age of
smear.
consent?
It's
What's
another
the age of
democide,
consent?
and people
What's
are
the age
sick
of
of
consent?
it. The
What's the age
average
of consent?
American
That's
is
great.
sick
What's
of
the age
people
of
like
consent?
you.
What's the age of consent?
It's 18.
Okay. Do you want it to be lowered? What you would like that, wouldn't you?
See, you're malicious. You're just a
I'm just telling you the truth.
What
I
you
think
are?
you're
No, you're
projecting.
not.
I think when you
You're
say,
a disgusting
all
human being
Muslims,
is what you are.
I think when you say all
You're
Muslims like to
disgusting
marry
at
children,
how
I think
you
that's a
make these
projection.
allegations at people, how you try and smear people maliciously with these bogus contexts.
Aren't you doing that to Muslim people?
Aren't you doing that to Muslims today? But yeah, it
hold
is.
On, aren't you
with the
doing that to
Muslims.
Muslims?
We can see that. We can find examples of that today, can't we?
Aren't you doing that to Muslims?
We can find examples of that in Texas, in Frisco, and in Dearborn.
Aren't you doing that to Muslims? You're labeling all Muslims as pedophiles?
Yeah, they're Muhammad
so I
married
can
a
label
6-year-old
all white
and
people,
consummated at
specifically
9.
all white Christian men, as pedophiles, right?
No, they're not. You don't see
Why
that.
not? But white men allowed for child marriage to be legal in 34 of our 50
You're just
states.
disgusting. You're a disgusting person.
Oh, when it's white
and this
Christian
is why
men.
people are sick of you and your malicious attacks of framing out of context scenarios and circumstances.
You can't
You're a
make fun of
disgusting
Christian
person.
men.
You don't belong in the first world.
You can't make
You
fun
belong
of
in
white
your
Christian
you
men.
belong in your third world.
Allow me to make fun of Muslims,
sandbox.
but don't make fun of me. Allow me to label all Muslims as pedophile, but don't label all
because
white
you're a
Christian
disgusting
men as
person.
pedophile.
And what you do, you can't even have a debate without being the most obnoxious, the most obnoxious and offensive type of person. You can't even have a serious
You think
debate.
I'm offensive for saying all white Christian men are pedophiles
malicious,
when you are the one saying that all Muslims are
disgusting.
pedophiles?
Because
and you
this
think I'm
context,
offensive?
you can't even
I don't
stop
even hold
saying
that
the word.
belief, you fucking idiot.
No, that's what you are. You're a malicious, disgusting, out of context liar. And all you do is
name one thing that I lied about. Name one thing that I lied about. Name one thing that I lied about. Hold on. Name one thing that I lied about. Name one.
White people got enough problems without you guys adding to them.
You can't name a single thing I lied about because you're a fucking idiot. You're a racist.
No, because you're just
loser.
I won't entertain your disgusting lies.
You're a pathetic
your
loser.
disgusting false narratives and your disgusting
name
context.
One false narrative. The narrative that I portrayed. Name one false narrative that I portrayed. Name one false narrative.
People like you.
Name one false narrative that I portrayed. Name one. Bet you can't. Name one.
I don't know because I wasn't listening. You're just
exactly.
Disgusting.
So how are you going to claim that I'm portraying false narratives when you weren't listening the entire time? That's a little bit dishonest of you, but you're also racist.
Yeah,
you also might be a pedophile.
That's
so
all you know how to do is put up pictures of Trump and this whoever that shady character is that's taken from decades in the past. Yeah. It's got no relevance, and you don't belong in America. You belong back in South Asia or wherever the hell you came from. Your parents, you don't deserve to be around white people.
Parents did not come from South
and we're
Asia.
sick of seeing you people around because your behavior is degenerate and it's low class. You have no class. You're ugly. You probably smell, and you're just a dirty person, man.
Projection.
Your mind is dirty. Your physical appearance is revolting, and you need to. And you're not smart. You're low IQ. You don't add value. You don't add value. You just take value. You lower property values.
Air. You're literally wasting oxygen.
You literally lower the property value wherever you go, and you don't
literally wasting
oxygen. All you do is offend. And make
all
people
I do is offend.
Afraid.
All I do is name one thing that I've said that's been offensive.
And you fill them with anxiety.
If I offend you, I'm so sorry. You
create anxiety.
No, you offended me. I'm a white man. I'm a snowflake cracker. No.
Yeah, and you have to ride off. What you're doing here is not original. I swipe out of you. There's 10 more of you. It's not original.
Crime. You're
just like a drone, like an NPC. Who just does all the same crap. I can just swipe in and out of you all day.
I mean, all white Christian men are the same pedophiles, right?
Yeah, you don't put. Oh, see, here you go again. You just lambast religion.
So hold on. Let me make this clear. I think we started off on the wrong foot. Okay. So you believe that so in accordance with your view, if you want to uphold specific narratives, you either think that A, all Muslims are pedophile and all white Christian men are pedophile, or not all Muslims are pedophile, but some within that group are pedophiles, and not all Christian white men are pedophiles, but some within that group are pedophiles.
It's literally baked into the cake in Islam. It's baked into their spiritual text.
It's baked into the cake of white Christian men.
Muhammad,
so you think white Christian men are pedophiles, right?
With a 6 and 9-year-old, whatever it was.
How old was Mary when she was impregnated by? Hold on. How old was Mary when she was impregnated? 14.
Yeah, and she's probably gone through puberty at that point. You don't understand prepubescence. You don't understand after puberty.
So now you're just literally justifying child rape.
That was perfectly normal back then.
You are literally justifying child. Hold on.
No,
in accordance with your view,
when a girl goes through puberty,
hold on. It was normal back then. In accordance with your view, wouldn't you literally just say that Muslims thought it was okay to marry 6-year-olds and it was normal back then?
And within Christianity, it was after puberty.
If you're basing it on what is normal and considering it with society, you would say slavery was okay. You would say racism is okay. You would say homophobia was okay. You would say all of these things are okay because they were normal within society. You just made the biggest blunder in your life. You said it's okay for a 14-year-old to be impregnated because it was quote unquote normal. Couldn't you say the same thing about anything else in history?
What you're doing.
Yeah, address what I just said. 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 Address what I just said.
And after pubescence, and that's the sexual
Address what I
nature
just
of the
said.
girl.
You just said it was
And you're
normal,
so
therefore it was
hyper-focused on
okay.
this. I'm trying
Under
to
your
debate
worldview,
politics,
slavery is
but
okay
you're just
because it was
being
normal
so
back then.
disgusting and perverted, and you can't get your mind out of the toilet and have a real debate because you're offensive.
You
You're
came
low
on here and
class.
said
You're
all
low
Muslims are
IQ.
pedophiles.
You're looking for low hanging fruit of fodder. And the Islamists, yeah, they took the prepubescent girls and took her away on a horse and kidnapped her.
Well, wouldn't you just say that was normal back then? Therefore, it's okay under your worldview because you said it was normal.
You dumb idiot. And you don't know nothing about it. And back in the old world, yeah, girls did get married and pregnant at 16, 17, 18
and it was
years old.
normal,
That's
right?
the old world. And we ain't living in the old world anymore.
But was it normal? Yes or no?
But you had to understand
was it
the
normal?
time,
Yes
the
or
place,
no?
and the circumstances.
Was it
for
normal?
them,
Yes
it probably
or no?
perfectly was normal. Back then,
Okay,
for
so
those
you think
people,
it's okay then?
it
So you think it's
probably
okay?
was
So then you think it's
in
okay for
today's
16-year-olds to marry
modern society,
40-year-olds?
No, it's not normal at all.
No?
It's not normal at all.
So was it okay for God to impregnate Mary?
It doesn't matter. Mary
was it? Hold on,
gone
just
through
yes or no?
puberty at that
Was it
point,
okay
at
for God
least.
to impregnate Mary? Yes or no?
No, we're not talking
No?
about. You
So
go to
God
Islam,
can do
the girl
God can do
gone
things
through
that are
puberty.
wrong.
That's
Hold on,
disgusting.
hold on. An all perfect God, an all knowing, all perfect God can do something that is not all perfect. Because you said that it is not good for God to have impregnated Mary. Therefore, the actual just reality of it would just be wrong, right? So you're saying an all perfect, all knowing, all good God did something that is wrong, that is contradictory. An all
you're
perfect,
a
all knowing, all
disgusting
good God
person.
cannot
You're
do something
malicious
wrong.
accusations and out of context
That's
narratives.
what you just said.
You have no understanding
You said
of religious
that. You fucking idiot.
context.
You
And
said
old
that.
world the world was not an enlightened place.
I don't care about what the world was. I care about the fact that you said
it was a different time,
was
place.
not a good thing
Yeah,
for
you
God
trying
to
to
impregnate
equate-
Mary. And
you
an all
conflating
perfect,
today's
all good,
modern
all
world
loving
with,
God
those
cannot
old
do
world
something
things.
imperfect, meaning he did something that's imperfect, and that goes against his
No, you're
his own statement of
That's
being
a
all perfect,
malicious
all good, and all
context.
knowing.
That's a conflation.
It's
what
your
you're
own
trying
words.
to correlate
Your
two
own
things
words.
that
That's your
are
own words.
not similar
That's
at
what
all.
you said. That's what you said.
You're just a pathetic, low IQ, property diminishing imbecile who needs to go back to their sandbox and wherever you're from, Asia or Latino. I can't even tell. But black hair, black eyes, black skin, you're all the same. You ain't diverse at all. You're all black. All I see is black. There's no diversity there. And just like you probably look like every other dude in your country, you all look the same. You all think the same. You know, you gotta get your head out of the toilet, man. And if you want to be accepted to be in a white society, you got to stop acting like this with your
This
disgusting
isn't a white society.
rhetoric.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
Kai,
we
about
don't
it.
want you.
This isn't a
When we
white
see
society.
You lower property
based on what
value.
definition? Hold on. Does a white society allow for child marriage? Yes or no?
No, of course
Then
not.
why do 34 of our 50 states allow for child marriage?
Because that's a pedantic that's not relevant in today's modern world. It would never happen. You would never find it today. But we would find all kinds. It's some little
You can't even define the words that you're
stupid
using.
fact.
You're saying
it's some
you're
little
saying
pedantic,
a white
stupid
Christian
fact.
nation
One
allows
little
child
point,
marriage,
which is irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
Oh, it's irrelevant. Quite frankly, it's irrelevant when white people allow for child marriage. It's irrelevant when white Christian men allow for child marriage. But when it's a Muslim, quite frankly, that's where I draw the line. You know, people like me and white people can marry children all they want. They can enslave people because I'm not gonna say that.
Hi, JJ. You remember me?
Are you in the bath? The bath? Okay, I will. That will be the first question I ask you when you come up here, with some follow-up questions. Are you in the bath? You are. Are you in the bath? You are. Yo, hello. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay. Do you support Trump?
No.
Okay. Cool.
I have a question, bro.
I have like 15 people in my guest box. Hello. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am indeed.
Are you in the bath?
No.
Can you stomp your foot?
On the floor.
Okay, why do you support Trump?
I think that he's doing great things in the world, and I've my bad, my apology. I think that abortion is right.
What? That's literally incoherent.
Wait. You want to see my?
Moving on to the next cast. If you're in the bath, please don't join up or you will get banned. Are you in the
Hey, how
bath?
are you doing?
Are you in the bath?
No.
How old are you?
26.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I'd say
All right.
so.
Why do you support the worst president of your entire life? You know, very sloppy president.
I would say that it's more of a I didn't prefer Kamala in the polls.
Why?
I think because I think opening the borders would have been worse than closing them, and that was what she was mainly talking about in her
She did
ads.
not advocate to open the borders.
That's not true.
Name me one policy of hers that was going to open the border.
There was commercials everywhere talking about
Okay,
that's
play
what
me
she
one.
wanted to
Play
do.
me one clip where she says, "I want open borders."
What do you mean? How do I know the name of an advertisement?
Just search up Harris says she likes open borders and wants open borders. Look it up, and then give me the title of the source. There's a couple people still in my guest box that I haven't gone through. Again, if you're in the bath, don't join. Okay, we've had 7 people in the bath. We've had 2 pedophiles, and we've had 1 racist. Okay, so if you're either of those, preferably don't join. If you're in the bath, don't join. If you are a fetus, someone as young as 1 years old came into this live stream, don't join. Other than that, if you're an 18-year-old who's not in the bath, who is a Trump supporter, obviously Trump supporters need to take baths. Just don't do it on stream. I guess while this guest, it'll take a while for him to find it because things like that she doesn't say. So we'll move on to the next guest. Hello, are you in the bath?
No. I have a family that supports Trump.
Oh, you were just up here, yeah. Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you want to
yeah,
ask a question?
yeah. I do.
What's up? Ask your question.
Because like back in 2022, during the COVID-19, and like I had like a family event in that time, and like there was that time I wearing a mask, and I told my cousin like, "Were you wearing a mask?" No, I don't believe in that. I said, "Why?" Because it's fake. I was like, "Why is fake?" Oh, because I don't believe that. I was like, "But like, you have to wear a mask, and it's COVID-19. It's bad. A lot of people are dying. A lot of people died." I said, "No, I'm okay. I'm a curious." I was like, "But you might get COVID," and I talked to my cousin. Why he support Trump? Oh, because like he did great things. Okay, name me one thing that he did for America, for Latinos. 'Cause I'm Hispanic.
Right.
And
Hello?
I was like, why you support? Why give me one thing that Trump did for the Hispanics? Give me one thing. He said nothing. He said quiet. I was like, okay, but why? Give me more reason that we support Trump. Wait, yeah, he asked me why you support
I don't
Trump.
think there's a single reasons why Latinos for Trump or really anyone who's a minority should support Trump. But
Yeah,
listen, I do have a couple more people in the guest box. You don't. It doesn't seem like you're a Trump supporter, so I'll be moving on to the next guest. I do appreciate you coming up here, though.
no, can I ask another question?
Sure, you can ask a question really
Of
quickly.
course, of course. What do you think why MAGA supporters support Trump?
I think it's gonna be because they're racist, because they lack knowledge, or they're in a cult. They're willfully ignorant. Those are the 3 main reasons. Hello, are you in the bath?
No.
Stomp your feet.
Does that sound like the bath?
You sound like you're in a bathroom.
No, I'm not in the bath.
The echoes, the echoes, the echoes. Okay, how
Does it
old are
sound like
you?
I'm in the bath? Does it sound like I'm in my living room right now?
You are definitely not in your living room. How old are you?
Okay, I'm 18. I was born in 2008.
Okay, what month?
August
What day?
the 3rd.
Okay, what month?
The 3rd.
Okay, if you want to talk about anything other than gay sex, I will let you up. Moving on to the next guest. Again, be 18 or older, American, MAGA, and not in the bath, preferably. Are you in the bath?
Nigger. You're such a nigger. Asian nigger.
You're 4 years old! Why? Where are your parents? Where are your fucking parents? You're 4. You're not even 4, bro. You're still in the womb. Oh my god. Parents.
Let him speak. Let him speak. He's saying something.
I'm not gonna let a fetus speak. Are you in the bath?
All right. All right. Yes, I'm in the bat, you know, and
No, you're not in the bath. Stop trolling. Why do you
all right.
support Trump?
All right, I'm not in the bat then. I mean, that's a very
It's just
sort
a
of
question.
oddly specific question.
I've had
but
7 people join up in the bath in the last 30 minutes alone.
Yeah. No, okay, I wanna ask something. Okay, and it's not like related. Maybe you're not gonna like it. If you don't like it, you're gonna kick me. So
You have 15 seconds to ask me a question before I kick you.
15 seconds. Well, okay, let's get done with it then. Let's get done with it. I don't want to ask any question anymore, man. I don't want it.
You have like 5 seconds. Do you want to ask your
No,
question?
I don't want any more, man. I just want it.
Okay, you just gave up. I don't know what we're doing. If you're gonna come up here and ask a question, don't give up. Like, it's fine. You'll be okay. Moving on to the next couple guests. Hello, Bobby. How old are you? I mean, baby. How old are you? Luca. How old are you? I don't like that.
Never mind.
Okay, that's child. Moving on to Bella. Yeah, Nathan. Yeah, Ethan. I guess I can let Ethan up. I know Ethan's a Trump supporter. Ethan,
Yo,
you
what's
want to
up?
talk about something other than gay sex?
Yo, what's up, Ethan? Yo, what's up?
You're
Hello?
Ethan. I don't know why you're saying what's up, Ethan.
I said,
You're
yo, what's
Ethan.
up? Okay, yo, remember last time
Give
when
me
you
a
were
second.
saying...
Nathan, are you a Trump supporter?
Nah.
Okay. Ethan, what do you want to talk about?
Yo, you remember last time when we were talking and you
No,
said...
I don't.
Okay, last time you were saying... Wait, I actually have a new topic for now. Can you tell me how Trump is racist?
Yeah, in
Or
the
like,
1970s, got sued for racial discrimination by the DOJ. They sent white testers in. They got accepted. Black testers were sent in. They weren't accepted. They were able to see for colored and then tossed. Their paperwork was tossed out. He called for the birthment of Barack Obama. That's how he got introduced to politics. He then said that all black people are lazy, the Central Park Five, or even after they were exonerated, he called for their death and the death penalty.
okay, wait, so...
He labeled he labeled the Obamas as apes and monkeys. I mean, shall I continue?
Okay, so that case that was in the 1990s or whatever you said,
70s.
did Trump ever 1970s? Did Trump ever meet or speak to those people prior to the things?
The specific people who wanted to rent, no, but they were. It was
So-
the workers
so
were doing it at discretion of Donald Trump and his father. It was at
Trump
Donald Trump's
never
discretion.
So Trump never met.
Doesn't
these
matter
people
because it was
prior
at
to
his
that?
discretion.
So can you tell me how can you be racist to someone you've never spoken to or met?
Yes.
Okay, you can be like how can you do that? You've
I mean,
never
example, if you've never spoken or met someone, you see someone online, and then you just start like slurring at your phone, screaming the N word. I would say that you're being racist towards them.
Does Trump,
The lack of knowledge, the
Trump-
lack
Trump-
of knowledge,
does Trump
the
know
lack
they
of
exist?
hold on, the
Does Trump
lack
know
of
they exist?
knowledge of them knowing that you're being racist does that not mean that you're not engaging in racism. For example, you're talking behind
Wait,
someone's
did Trump
back,
know they
telling
exist
someone else
prior
that
to
they're
that?
the N word, that they're this and that. That is still an act of racism, even though they lack the knowledge that you are being racist towards them. The same way,
Hey, but Trump,
at the
did Trump
discretion
know
of
they
Donald Trump,
exist?
the
Did Trump
employers
know they
did not
exist?
accept black
Did Trump
people.
know they exist? Did Trump know they exist at all
Yes.
prior to that? He
Yes.
knew they exist. When they sent in the testers, he knew they existed.
When the testers were sent in, it was at the discretion of Donald Trump that black people would not be accepted.
That black people will not be accepted? What are you talking about? No, that's not true
Yes.
at all.
That is true.
No. So
is true.
Trump didn't know. Trump didn't know that. And why were they
Trump
sending in
knew
testers?
that he
Why were they
told
sending
his
in testers?
employers to not accept black people
and the
label their
Obama administration,
paperwork as
in those
colored
Obama thing,
or
he
C
labeled
for
them
colored.
as in the Obama thing when he labeled people as monkeys. He did that because of their actions, not their race. Like what? That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So now you're just saying black people act like monkeys and apes. That's racist.
I never said that. I never
That is
said that.
literally what you said. Quote
No, I
unquote.
said,
It
I
wasn't
said,
because of
I
their
said,
race.
I said
It
the
was because of
Obama.
their actions, implying
He
that
called,
black people
he
act like
called,
monkeys and apes.
he called the Obama monkeys. Like not because of their race, because of their actions. And wait, can I
So now
tell
you're
you
just
something?
saying black people
Yo,
act
wait.
like monkeys.
So now
That's racist.
Hmm?
That's
No,
racist.
I'm
Saying
saying
black people act
Obama
like
administration.
monkeys.
And
That's
it's not
racist.
racist, and that's not racist at all. Do you know what
It is
racism is?
racist. If you say someone acts like
Racism is the discrimination of a certain race without reason. If a race commits 50% of crime,
They
boom,
don't.
that's a reason. Yes,
They
they
don't
do. They
commit
commit
50% of the
50% of
crime.
violent crime.
That's
They
not
commit
true.
50% of violent
That's
crime.
not
They
true.
do.
That's
They
not
do.
true. What's your source?
They do.
What's your source?
They do.
What's your source?
52% of
What's your
violent crime,
source?
and they're
What's your source? What's your source? That's what I thought. What's your source? What's your source?
FBI.org.
FBI. What's the title? What table?
FBI.org.
What table is it?
Let me wait.
Good boy. Go search it up. What's up with the racists today? Enzo's in my queue. Wow. Surprised Enzo wants to debate. What's up, Enzo? You're here to debate?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What do you want to debate on?
Sure, I don't know. It says, why do you still support Trump? I mean, he's doing exactly everything that I voted for.
So the Epstein files, no new wars, ending rid of inflation.
There's been no war that has been started.
Ending rid of inflation.
I mean, inflation has come down
Ending the
considerably.
Russian-Ukraine war.
Yeah, see, I'm a realist, and I know that no president has the ability to end a conflict that has nothing to do with the United States on one day.
So he lied.
Well, I mean, sure, you could say he lied. I'd say all politicians lie.
Name 2 lies that Biden engaged in.
2 lies that Biden engaged with.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to pardon my son.
Okay, what's the second one? Also,
The
did he say he wasn't going to
second
pardon his son? I'm not sure. I don't know too much.
Yeah, he said I'm not going to pardon my son.
I'll just
and then
grant it to you because I'm sure you're right. What's the second one?
Second one, let me think. Oh, that he was going to cure cancer if he was elected.
Yeah. Do you have a clip of that, or do you have a source?
Yeah, Joe Biden saying he was going to cure cancer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun. If you get vaccinated, you won't get COVID. Biden, yeah, it significantly reduces the chance that you get COVID-19 as well as any other vaccine that you partake in.
If I'm elected 2019 presidential campaign, Biden repeatedly told the crowd, if I'm elected president, we're going to cure cancer.
Yo, hello?
Yeah, give me one second, Ethan. Yeah, what's the title of the source?
This is right from Unpacking Biden and Trump's Big Cancer Promises, right from factcheck.org.
Unpacking Biden's and Trump's big cancer promises?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, and you're free to even search it up yourself.
Give me 1 second, Ethan. Give me 1 second. You were searching something up. It says, I promise you, if I'm elected president, you're going to see the single most important things that change America. Quote unquote, we're going to cure cancer. That is.
Yeah. Did he cure cancer?
No, we did not.
There you go. That's a lie.
Ethan, are you in the bath?
No, I'm not. I actually swear. No, that was just a little thing that started spilling. I swear. Okay, but
yeah, okay, sure. I mean, according to factcheck.org, let's see.
His direct quote right here.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If I'm elected, we're going to cure cancer. That's a lie because he didn't cure cancer. So I mean, I gave you 2 lies right there. So I mean, let's continue. All politicians lie.
Yeah, I can grant you that all politicians lie, but no politician has lied about Donald Trump.
Show me any other president who has been tracked as much as he has. Or show me any other president that the Washington Post kept a tab of how many times the president lied. I'll wait for any other president.
I mean, I would argue that, yeah, they do keep track of Donald Trump, but that doesn't mean that he didn't engage in these lies.
Well, I mean, it's not even lies if you actually read the title.
Like also
and
like just
actually,
like public. I'm like the ones I
so
named
I
were
know
public.
if you actually like paid attention to even what the Washington Post put out, the 30,000 confirmed Mitt's truth. It's not even like they didn't even say it was lies. Like that's been a left wing running point that he lied 30,000 times in his first term.
Right, but can we agree the ones that I named were all like things that he lied about on the campaign trail?
Sure. I mean,
this
hold
wasn't
on.
that he like
The Epstein files. He never ran on the Epstein files on the campaign trail. No new wars. We haven't
he
started
did
a
say
new
he would
war.
release the Epstein files, right?
He never said on the campaign trail he released the
Not,
Epstein
but he
files.
did say he would release them. Yeah.
He never said on the campaign trail he released the Epstein files.
But after, well, I think it was in January, February. He did say that, right, in an interview. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
after he was elected.
Right, so he said he would release them.
But hold on, when we're talking about what I voted,
thousands of pages.
All right, hold on, Ethan, real quick. So when I said this is what I voted for, right? So he never ran on releasing the Epstein files. So you agree? He said that after he was elected, right?
Sure, I can grant you that. So
All right,
now
perfect,
I would just
perfect.
make the question:
Now
why
let's
do you
go
still
to the
support
new.
Trump?
Let's go to the
even
other
though
one.
he said while he was president he would release them, and
That's
even though
fine.
he had the opportunity to release them, he didn't. Why
That's
do you
awesome.
still support
I'm not
it?
here to debate the Epstein files. Thank you very much. I like
But we're
actually
here on
things with
still why you
substance.
support Trump, right?
Yeah, I
Would
know,
you
and I'm
agree-
telling you the reasons
would
why
you
I
agree someone
support
that
him.
protects pedophiles should not be president?
I mean, that's the Democrat Party. Look at Tim Walz.
Yeah, I don't like Tim Walz. Tim Walz can go.
I
to
know,
hell.
but I'm saying the Democrat
Can
Party.
you say the same thing
is
about
the
Donald
one-
Trump? That's a pivot, by the way. You're saying
It's
but,
not a.
but
That's
Tim
not a
Walz.
pivot. No.
You're saying
You
but
said,
Tim Walz. That's a
I know.
not a pivot. Oh,
That's
that's
not
a
a pivot.
whataboutism.
Hold on, because that's
so
the
can you tell
Democrat
Donald
Party.
Trump to go to hell the same way I did the same with
I'll
Tim
wait.
Walz?
I'll wait till you're done.
Can you say the same thing about Donald Trump? Yes or no?
No, I cannot because Donald Trump's
He's
not supporting
protecting
pedophiles.
He
No,
is.
he's not.
He refused to release the Epstein files.
All right, cool.
He literally
So I'm not here to
called
debate the
Marjorie Taylor Greene a
Epstein
traitor.
files. I already walked you on the Epstein files. I'm
No,
not
you
going to
didn't.
do
It was about
rehash.
it was about the
So
fact that
when
Donald Trump
when
walked
he
backstage
said
in a women's
when
only
he
dressing
said-
room, which you actually conceded on.
I didn't
by the way.
concede.
You did.
So I'm going to continue this conversation.
Hold on,
and
no,
you're
we're
gonna-
not. We're good. We went on the road of dialogue. It led us to the point where I asked you if you would ever support a president who was protecting pedophiles. You then said, "What about Tim Walz?" I said, "Fuck Tim Walz. Tim Walz can go to hell." Can you say the same thing about Donald Trump because he refused to release the Epstein files? He called Marjorie Taylor Greene a traitor because she wanted to release the Epstein files, and primaried Thomas Massie out because he was the co-signer of the Epstein Files Transparency Act. If that isn't someone who is literally protecting pedophiles, and I don't know who is protecting pedophiles.
Cool. Thank you for the monologue. Now I'm going to go to what you were stating before that you wanted
Address
to
what I
skirt
just
off
said, and
of.
you can go back to what we said before.
Sure. I don't really care for what you have to say. Now I addressed it.
So you don't
now I'm
really
gonna
care
go
that
back
he's
to-
protecting pedophiles. So you would
That's fine.
support
Your
a
opinion-
president who protects pedophiles, right?
Your opinion that he's protecting pedophiles is irrelevant to me. Thank you.
Okay, prove it wrong.
Like
You can't
so
just
no,
say
I
it's
don't. I
irrelevant.
don't
Great
need
argument,
to.
bro.
I don't.
Great
I don't
argument.
need to. I'm gonna actually
That's a
argue
great
with
argument.
the substance, right? So
I gave you
one thing that I do
his,
support.
his DOJ violated 4 federal laws. He called Marjorie Taylor Greene a traitor. He primaried
Can you
Thomas
tell me
Massie out.
Can you tell me the punishment for them violating that law under that law?
There wouldn't be a specific punishment. It would just open up the
Okay, so
possibility
they didn't
for-
even
for-
legislate. So they didn't even legislate in a punishment for somebody
But can we
violating
agree
that
it
law.
still violated the Epstein Files Transparency Act?
No, I
even
can
though there's no
honestly care
even
less,
though there's no
'cause
specific
here's the
punishment, that
thing.
doesn't mean
I'm
that
not
they didn't violate it.
performative. I'm not performative like you, right? So I could care less about the Epstein Transparency Act because I know as a
So
realist.
you could care less
that
about releasing the Epstein Files, right?
So can I get my words out?
I mean,
Can
you're
you
not really
stop
addressing
spurging?
anything I'm saying.
Can you stop spurging out? I'm addressing
You're
the
not
Epstein
addressing
files.
anything I'm saying.
I'm addressing what you're saying. If you would stop talking, you would understand what I'm saying. So, I'm a realist at the end of the day, and I know releasing evidence to the public is going to not equate to any prosecutions towards anybody. Giving any evidence and any names of anything that happened is not going to get any justice for any of these victims. And here's the funny thing about this. I've been following the Epstein case since about 2007 when I lived in Palm Beach County, Florida, and I can verify all of that, and I can show you the outrage that there was in Palm Beach County when Jeffrey Epstein
Great
first
story,
came onto
bro.
the scene.
Great
I know,
story.
I know.
Great
But
story.
I'm
So
saying
would you
I'm
support
somebody-
Trump if he protected
I'm
pedophiles,
somebody
yes or
who
no?
actually cares.
I
I'm
don't
somebody
care
who
if you
actually,
if you knew about the Epstein files in 2007. Cool story, bro. Can you answer my question?
This
that I've
is
been
what
trying
I
to ask
mean.
you
You're
for the last 5 minutes?
performative. You're
How am I
performative.
performative? You're literally giving me an anecdote of you
Because
saying
hold
that
on,
since 2010
because
you've known
I'm in
about
the middle
Epstein
of
files?
I'm in the middle of explaining how I actually
But why do I care
advocate
about your cool
for-
story?
because I actually advocate for the victims of the Epstein case, where you use them as a punchline in a debate tactic to try to get somebody to answer
When
a
have I used
gotcha
the
question.
victims of Jeffrey Epstein as a debate tactic?
You are
I'm using
because
Donald
you don't
Trump
actually care. You don't actually care for the victims.
in
Because
his
if you
disregard
did care for the
law and
victims,
order.
you would know that the victims cannot testify in front of Congress, and that's why they have not testified in front of Congress, because they signed an NDA with the Epstein estate and got their form of justice.
Yeah,
And
what does
there's
that have to do with
nothing-
him releasing the files?
Because releasing the files was worthless. It doesn't do anything.
Okay, so you think releasing the files doesn't do anything? So you don't think the
It doesn't.
fact that in the UK, I don't remember his name.
Oh yeah,
who
Prince
literally
Andrew.
got arrested, Prince Andrew. That happened
He got
because of the files.
arrested.
Also,
Hold on,
also
what did
all
he
the
get arrested
CEOs that
for?
stepped down. You don't think that was a good thing?
What did he get arrested for?
You hold on. You don't think that it was a good thing for all the CEOs to step down because of public pressure?
No, it's not.
It's not a good thing for CEOs
No.
that were incriminated in the Epstein files to step down.
No, because none of it was incriminating, because none of it was proven beyond a reasonable doubt. That was all accusations that were not
Yeah,
founded
it were
in
credible
anything.
accusations.
They were not credible. No,
Yes,
not
they
even
were.
the FBI. Okay, cool. So why weren't charges brought against them?
Yes, but there could be multiple reasons why charges
Hold
aren't
on,
brought against
hold
them.
on,
That
hold on,
doesn't
hold
make
on.
just
Hold
because
on,
charges
hold on,
aren't brought
hold
against
on.
an individual doesn't mean that
Hold
the
on,
accusations aren't credible.
Why were no charges brought against them if they were credible evidence?
Okay, so are you saying that the only
Stop
only
pivoting.
Ghislaine Maxwell and
Stop
Jeffrey Epstein
pivoting.
are the only people?
Stop pivoting.
I need a clarifying question.
Stop pivoting. No,
It's a
no,
clarifying
no,
question.
no,
Are you saying
no,
that Jeffrey Epstein and
no,
Ghislaine Maxwell are the
no,
only ones that rape children in the sex trafficking ring?
No, stop pivoting.
You have to answer the clarifying question.
Stop
Else that's just
pivoting.
be like dense of you.
If the
Very
evidence was
disingenuous.
credible,
That's great. Can you answer my question? Clarifying
No,
question.
when you answer mine, I will.
That's great. I need a clarifying question.
So when you answer my
Also, what if I
question,
just
I
say I
will.
refuse? I refuse to answer your question, just like you did. Quite
That's
frankly.
fine. Can you Then we could just sit here.
Asking questions, bro? Like,
That's fine. We could just sit here then.
Okay, sure.
Answer his questions.
So you can answer the first question I asked if you would support Donald Trump if he protected pedophiles, and then I can answer your question about the fact whether or not there was credible evidence and whether or not there was charges and why or why not there was charges brought against these individuals or why or not individuals.
So why don't you just answer the question?
Because you haven't answered my first one when I asked.
So
if you would
because
support
hold on,
Donald
I
Trump.
already answered
No,
that
you didn't.
question.
I didn't
I
hear
already
yes or no.
answered that question.
So what is
I
it, a
already
yes or no?
answered. So again,
Was your
yes,
answer that you
no, I would
refuse?
not support Donald Trump if he was protecting pedophiles.
So you're
which
no
Donald
longer a
Trump
Trump
is
supporter,
not.
right?
No, I still am a Trump
No, you're
supporter
not?
because Donald Trump is not supporting pedophiles or protecting pedophiles.
He is. He is a pedophile. A and B.
Really? He's a
protecting pedophiles.
pedophile?
Yes.
Oh, that's a cool pivot. I just
That's
love
not.
how
Someone who is a
I just wanna
pedophile
say this.
is
I
is
love
protecting
how
pedophiles.
you cannot, and I
He's
said this
protecting
before
himself.
coming into your live,
If he's
that you
protecting
can't
himself,
debate
he's protecting a
policy.
pedophile.
You can't debate policy. You can't debate anything other than character and accusations. It's cute.
I would argue someone who's a pedophile should not be in office.
Okay, cool.
And
Prove
you
that
argue
he is.
the
I'll
same
give you.
thing.
I'll give you $20,000 right now. You prove he's a pedophile.
Yeah, I mean there's going to be credible accusations based upon.
Oh, hold on.
Donald
Hold on.
Trump's.
Is an
there's gonna be-
accusation an admission of guilt?
An admission of guilt would be him admitting to it, and he admitted to walking backstage.
So hold on,
into
was
pageants
it
that he
proven?
owned,
Hold on,
and then
was it
victims came out
proven?
and corroborated this. And Maria Bellato said that there were some girls using as 15 years old. So yes, that would be something that you should.
That was
tend to
not. No,
believe.
that's not proven. So when you call somebody
When
a
he admits to
pedophile-
it, yes.
Hold on. When you call somebody a pedophile, that would have to be proven in the court of law.
Not
That's what that would have
necessarily.
to
No,
be.
that's not
Yes,
true.
it would be.
Okay, so let's say, for example, John Doe was a 5-year-old who got raped by a 40-year-old man, and the 40-year-old man never got held accountable. Is that 40-year-old man a pedophile?
No, he's not, because he didn't get held
He's not a
accountable for it.
pedophile. The 40-year-old
No.
man is not a pedophile.
No.
That's Enzo for you guys. 40-year-old men who rape 5-year-old little children aren't pedophiles.
You just like
40
use
year.
your-
I just want to clarify. 40-year-old men who rape 5-year-olds are not pedophiles. That's Enzo for you guys. Ethan, yeah, what's your source with what you were looking at? What's your source?
I'll post it in the thing.
I need
I'll put
a
it in the
title.
chat. I'll put it in the chat.
I need a title?
UCRFBI.gov.
That's not a title. That's a.
Okay, yeah, I'm
that's
not done. I'm not done. Crime in the 2019.
Hold on, I thought you said it was the FBI. You said it was the FBI.gov.
Yes, I said I said UCRFBI.gov.
So what's the title?
Okay, just search up. I can't find the title. I would have to leave.
That's fine. Just find the title. Bro got cooked and blocked him. Enzo isn't blocked. I've cooked him on the fact that Donald Trump walked backstage into a women's only dressing room with like 7 of his peers. He literally had to bring 2 other of his peers, and we were debating on semantics, and they also conceded on that a couple months ago. And he literally just said that a 40-year-old who rapes a 5-year-old is not a pedophile. And I think that's just absurd. And once your worldview is reduced down to an absurdity, I'm not going to talk to you because it's an absurd worldview. Why would I debate an absurd worldview? So what's the title?
UCR FBI.gov crime by race and crime by race.
Crime by race? Is that the title?
Crime by race and ethnicity. UCR.FBI.gov crime by race and ethnicity. And
UCR, you said?
No, so you have people that completely ignoring the problem that's going on in the black community, and if you speak up
hold on,
against
give me a
that
second. We're gonna
problem,
fact check this. Hold on, we're gonna fact check this.
Fine, but
let's see.
So, and if you
Are you looking at table 43?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at it. Table 43.
Per capita. I'm talking about per capita, not overall.
Okay, so where on this table does it say that they commit a majority of them? Because what I'm looking at here, it says
It was a
white
summary.
people.
Hold
on. It says white people 4.7 million, and black or African American 1.8 million.
Wait, what?
So did you do the math for per capita?
What?
You said it was per capita, unless this is already per capita.
Those are hundreds of explanations of
it says
violent
total.
crimes
It says
and crimes in
It
general.
says total arrest for race. White, it says 4.7 million. Black or African American 1.8 million. Right. So that's not 50%. Because the total is 6.8 million.
I said violent
and
crime.
Black people
I said violent crime.
Okay,
though.
sure. So where does it say violent crime on this table sheet?
It was a summary. I looked at a summary of that.
Oh, so you looked at AI.
Yeah, a summary of it. Yes,
Okay,
a summary.
Don't look at AI because they're gonna tell you something that is not true. I have the graph in front of me. I have the
if
table.
it's shared through hundreds of people. If you have,
I have the information in front of me. It says white people. So the total is 6 million.
But they still commit objectively more crimes than
white people
than the
commit
average
more
person.
crime in accordance with this table.
Okay, so if a population is 13, if a race is 13% of the population, and they're being arrested 23% of the time, that's still objectively more. And I'm not even talking about violent crime.
You're not even accounting for per capita.
What?
You're not even accounting for per capita. And
you could search it up yourself. Like, why can't you search it up yourself?
You just went from saying that 50% of the crime is committed by 15% of the population. Now you're saying
I'm saying
50%
of violent crime. I said 50% of violent crime.
It doesn't say it doesn't account for violent crime on here. Where does it account for violent crime?
20% of arrests. That's 20% of arrests.
Okay, where does it count? Where does it say violent crime?
Yourself.
It
was an AI summary of that.
Okay, so it was an AI summary. You don't source. You don't cite AI summary. You cite tables.
Search it up.
I did search it up before. That's why I know that black people don't commit 50% of the crime.
Search up now. What race?
How about you give me your source because you're the one who made the claim that 50% of the 15% of the population commit 50% of the crime.
I'm telling you. You could search up which race commits most amount of violent crime per capita. You could easily search that up, and you're just ignoring.
Hold on. Does this account for per capita? Does this table account for per capita? And B, if this table accounts for per capita, it's still white people.
You can do the math for per capita. It doesn't account for per capita.
Did you do the math?
You can still do the math for it. What?
So did you do the math?
No, AI did the math for me.
AI did the math. Yeah, this isn't what the table is showing. Your table is showing something completely different.
It is violent. It's showing violent crime arrest.
Where on this table does it show violent crime arrest?
It's showing violent crime, and it's also mixed in with crime in general. So it's obviously going to show more.
What number? How many black or African Americans
you can search it up
commit
yourself
violent crime?
1 in 3 African Americans.
What is the total? Hold on. According to this table, what is the total of violent crime for all race?
What?
What is a total violent crime for all race, according to this table? By the way, Enzo is not important. I've debated him like 4 different times. I've cooked him all 4 times. And like I said, I'm not going to debate someone who has an absurd worldview where they think that 40-year-old men who rape 5-year-old children are not pedophiles. So I'm not going to debate Enzo because his worldview is reduced down to an absurdity. I've already explained this for his supporters in the comments. Anyways, yeah, guest, if you tell me the total violent crime for all races according to table 43, feel free to do so whenever you have the number. If I was scared, why would I let Enzo back up? Or if I was scared, why would I let Enzo on to begin with? It's really confusing. If I was scared of Enzo, that's really confusing.
It says 200. It says 209,000 compared to 129,000 arrests. So that's
So
objectively
who commits more violent crime?
Okay, but that's not
White
per capita.
people.
If a race is 80% of the population,
White people. So
and
according to your table, according to your table, they commit more crime, right?
80% of the population. Like what?
So white people. Hold on. So white people commit more crime, right?
Yes, but per
Thanks for your
capita, per capita,
W concession. So why do you still support Trump?
What?
This has nothing to do with your support.
Okay,
for
but
Trump.
like
So why do you
I'm
still support
saying in general. You weren't even trying to let me make my claim. I'm saying the left completely ignores and almost praises these actions in the black community. And if you try
there are
to speak
actions
against
within every community that we should actually address. And I think
yes,
specific actions. I think
called
specific
racist, and you're
actions
called
within the black
racist for every
community,
single little
like the
thing.
lack of funding for schools for black children, like
No,
the lack
they're in
of
poor
funding
areas,
in
not for
general
black
for these
children,
cities that are
for those
majority
poor
black.
areas in general.
I think that those are some issues that we need to address. I think reparations are something that we need to address.
Reparations?
Absolutely.
Reparations?
Absolutely.
Reparations for what?
Absolutely.
For what? You think black people deserve reparations?
I would say for all minorities, quite frankly.
For slavery? For slavery? Reparations for slavery?
For the impacts, yes. I mean, the fact that black children
for the impacts
get
of,
seven
an
times
event that happened
for the
150
fact
years
that
ago?
black children get 7 times less funding than white children on average.
Yeah, but that's not a race issue. That's a cultural issue. That's a cultural issue.
That's not a cultural issue.
No, it's not.
That's due to racism.
It's a cultural issue. How
is that a cultural issue, please?
The literacy, and they have the lowest literacy rate.
Hold on, but the fact that they how is it a cultural issue that they get less funding?
so a race.
How is it a cultural issue that they get less funding?
What?
How is it a cultural issue?
They're in poorer areas. They're in poorer areas. Funding for what?
Poorer areas? Why are they in poorer areas? Hold on. Why are they in poorer areas?
Because they have a cultural problem.
No, it's not because of a cultural power. It's because of our government. The war on drugs specifically targeted black people.
War on drugs.
Hold on.
It wasn't targeting black people. Black people just had a monopoly on all the
The Secretary for Domestic Policy during the war on drugs literally stated that their goal was to go after specific minority communities. Literally, whenever you have black people being arrested at a greater extent for drugs during the war on drug, it is the case that does harm these communities, right? It isn't a cultural issue.
So wait. You think
it isn't a black issue? It is a government issue. It is a racism issue, and this is admitted by the government.
The Holocaust. Yo, wait.
What?
So do you think Jews deserve reparations for the Holocaust?
I think that there are specific reparations that we can give to minorities. Yes.
Okay, so you have a race that was 9 million people were murdered. No, I think it was like 6 million or 9 to 6 million people were murdered.
Why are you
They
pivoting?
were hunted down. Okay, I'm not pivoting. I'm trying to give you an example.
I just
9 million, 6.
Said.
Okay, but like, yo, let me speak for a second. Stop.
Go ahead.
Yo, 6 million people were murdered. They were hunted down, and this was what, like 80 years ago, and they're one of the wealthiest races in the world. Black people had slavery 150 years ago. 150 years ago, and they're
what about segregation?
And they're completely segregation.
When was the last school? Hold on. I have a question for you. When was the last school that was desegregated? When?
I don't know.
2016.
Okay, isn't there black colleges? Isn't there black colleges that segregate?
How long ago was
people?
2016?
I don't know, and I don't even know if that's true.
It was literally 10 years ago. What are you talking about?
I don't know
how long
that's
ago was
true at all.
2016. Do you want a source?
I don't know that if that's true at all. And yes, I do.
Hold on, do you want a source?
And also, do you think black colleges? Do you think black colleges segregate? So why? So what's the problem with white people segregating? I know it's objectively wrong. I think black colleges.
What's the problem with white people segregating? Are you fucking serious?
If black people
are you fucking serious? Are you genuinely being dead ass? Did you just ask me what is the problem with white people segregating?
I just said it's objectively wrong. I just said it's wrong.
So then why did you ask me that stupid question? You fucking idiot.
Yo, black people are doing it in black colleges.
No, that's not true.
So what are black colleges?
What was the point of asking me why is it wrong for white people to segregate? What was the point of that?
What? No, I did not say that. I say black people have black colleges.
You did say that. You said what is wrong with white people segregating?
No, I said if
by the way, my source is going to be what was the last segregated school in America? That's the title.
No, you have to give me the actual source. You can't give me.
That's the title. I gave you the title. Okay. What was the last what was the last segregated school in America? Question mark. It was published November 19, 2025. The last school was desegregated was Cleveland High School in Cleveland, Mississippi. This happened in 2016. World Atlas is the source. The title is what was the last segregated school in America? I love how there's a Y in my name for people who are spamming me to bring up Enzo. Love that. Love that Trump supporters can't read. I love that. I love that. I absolutely love that. It makes
it was the lawsuit was started in 1965.
But when was it last desegregated? 2016, right? Right. So when you say slavery happened this many years ago, segregation still exists. Impacts of racism still exist. I can give you so many examples. Do you know what the hold on. Do you know what the veil of darkness theory is?
No. What are you talking about?
It's the fact that it was done. 93 million people. This is by Stanford. 93 million people over 23 different municipals, and police officers during the day when they could see the person's skin color, they overwhelmingly pulled over black people. But when it came to it during the night, it was more equal. They pulled over white people and black people to the same extent. Okay, racism still exists. Black people are still impacted by racism.
Not exist. Systemic racism is objectively not a thing. If anything,
you're fucking stupid. You are an idiot person. You are a low IQ idiot person.
You're not even giving an example.
I just gave you an example. The fact that black people are pulled over because of the color of their skin.
I can give you 3 examples of how white people are oppressing the United States: DEI, affirmative action, and black colleges.
How is DEI oppressing white people? How is DEI oppressing white people if white women are the ones who benefit most from DEI?
Because they're the largest.
Hold on, you're saying white women. Hold on. You're saying white women are the ones who benefit more from DEI. Yet DEI oppresses white people. That makes no fucking sense, you fucking idiot.
They're the largest minority, are they not? They're the largest minority.
You're saying, did you just say white people? White people. Hold on. Did you just say white people are oppressed? Did you just say white people are oppressed even though white people benefit from DEI the most? You're fucking idiot.
What are you talking about? I said they're the largest minority. Tell me,
are white women white? Are white women white?
Tell me.
Are white women white? Yes or no?
What? Yes.
Are white women white?
Yes. Oh my gosh! And then you're gonna think you're right. And then you're gonna.
So white people are impacted in a positive way from DEI the most.
A black man or a white man from DEI? Who's benefited?
White women benefit the most.
So white man or black man? A
white woman benefits the most from DEI.
Okay, I'm not asking that. Am I though?
It is neither a white man nor a black man that benefits the most.
Okay. I'm not saying that. Who is most likely to get a job because of DEI? A black.
Because of DEI, because of diversity, equity, inclusion, both would be within the same percentage of getting that job, so long as they have the same qualifications.
Okay, but who has? Okay, let's say there are a black person who has the same exact resume as a white person.
They have the same under DEI. They have the same chance.
Okay, no. So who's most likely to get that job? A black person
both
or
as likely
a white
if they're
person?
Equally the same, except the difference is their race. They are both as likely to get the job.
And wait. And and things like wait, do you think Charlie Kirk was racist when he said?
Obviously, Charlie Kirk was racist, but what the fuck does that have to do with what I just said?
Give an example. Okay, but still, because it was because he was speaking on DEI and the black pilots. That's what we were saying before. And I was speaking on. I was gonna say. No,
you're an idiot
you were speaking about DEI and
you're an idiot person.
Black pilots. Okay, wait.
You said systemic racism doesn't exist. You then said that white people are oppressed by DEI, yet white people are the ones that benefit the most from DEI. That doesn't make any fucking sense, you stupid person.
So wait, so people like George Floyd, would any riots happen if George Floyd was white? Would any riots happen?
Would any riots happen
if George Floyd was a white person?
If George Floyd was a white person, I would argue that there would be riots within the left community of police officers using excessive use of force.
So yes. A man.
I mean, for example, Renee Nicole. Hold on. For example, no. Let me speak. For example, Renee Nicole Good, Renee Nicole Good, and Alex Petty. They were both right.
That's ICE.
They were both right. They were both right. They were both white. Yes.
That's 2026.
Yeah. They were both white.
That's ICE, and that was 2026. That's ICE.
So it's the fact that they use excessive force.
I'm not talking about ICE right now, though. I'm not talking about ICE right now.
We're talking about Leos.
George Floyd. There would be riots. There would be riots if George Floyd was white. The guy who shot a pregnant woman was high on fentanyl as they were arresting.
Can't say that on
was
stream.
Saying he couldn't breathe. Oh, sorry. Was
also the reason why he died was not because of the F drug, and that's a fact. Moving on to the next guest. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely, I'm a black conservative, and I saw you bring up George Floyd. I mean, George Floyd was a crackhead, so
you can't say that on stream.
I didn't say in the slur.
You can't say what you said. CHEAD. You can't say that. I literally just kicked him out for saying that. Something in general. Hello, are you a
Oh,
Trump
my bad.
supporter?
I didn't mean to join. I
You're
didn't even know I
good.
was in.
Moving on to the next guest, Cozy. Host is scared? Who am I scared of? Hello, are you a Trump supporter? Alrighty, moving on to John. Make sure if you're ever on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Hello.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Why do you support Donald J. Trump?
Just to clarify, is this didn't he out Epstein to the authorities?
Are you American?
Yes.
What state are you from?
New York.
What time is it?
10:14.
Are you driving?
No.
What's the capital of New York?
Capital of New York. What do you mean by that? What do you mean capital? You're kidding, right?
What's the capital of New York State?
New York, New York City. The capital of New York City. Is that your
No,
question?
I'm asking you. You said you live in the state of New York, right?
I'm from from New York.
New
You're
York
asking
State?
for the capital? New York City.
Okay, what state is that in?
What do you mean? What state is that in?
New York, you silly fucking goose. Moving on to the next guest. Let's read over some of the YouTube chat. I haven't read over the YouTube chat. Democratic Socialist Platform: abolish institutions, rewrite the U.S. Constitution, eliminate the U.S. Senate and Electoral College. Based. He's obsessed with BLM and he instantly kicks out Black Collar. The hypocrisy. Yeah, he said something he shouldn't have said in accordance with TikTok terms of service. A and B, the last conversation was brought up because the last guest was a racist, by the way. Enjoying the stream? I appreciate you. You're amazing. If you guys want to support the live stream, if you're ever on YouTube, you guys can hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe. You can find my link tree for the grift. You can find all my social medias, the Instagram threads, TikTok, YouTube, Substack, Twitter, all of the above on the link tree, as well as the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. And if you're international, you can also find my Buy Me a Coffee link, as well as on TikTok. We're going to hit a restart here on TikTok soon. And we're probably going to be on for like another 45 minutes. Yeah, that is true, Thomas. That is true. This guest left earlier. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
So I actually have a question. I'm not really here to debate. Can I ask my question real quick?
You have 10 seconds.
All right, who would you rather go on a date with? Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Gretchen Whitmer,
Banned. That is true, Thomas. Thomas, you are making such great points. Obviously, when you're like in a conversation, it's hard to make all of these points whenever they're like saying and like moving all over the place, but it's fine. Um, do I support police officers? I definitely think that there should be reform within the system. Yes. True, true, true. Happy 45 says little boy. Kicked immediately? Yes, I kicked that last guess. Let's see. We're gonna hit a restart here soon. There's 25 people on TikTok. If you guys want to see some more debates, or if you guys want to debate me, come back in like 10 seconds. YouTube, you guys don't have to go anywhere. TikTok, come back in 10 seconds. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? YouTube, you guys saw me struggling. YouTube, you guys saw me struggling. YouTube, you guys saw me struggling. Ignore that. We never talk about that. I'm not good with verifications. Okay, we don't talk about those verifications. Quite frankly, definitely think that there should be some reforms. With every system, right? With every system, with every institution, there has to be some sort of reform, right? Because they're not perfect. And we have to make them work to the best of the ability for the average American. I appreciate you. I'm probably gonna get off probably in 10 minutes. If I don't get any debates, I'll probably be off in like 10 minutes. I'll be on for like an hour and a half tonight. It just depends on how long it takes to get a debate. News of today: it takes 89 days, or it's 89 days left until the midterms. Moving on to the first guest of the research. Make sure you guys are double tapping that phone screen, repost the live, share the live, do all the good things. Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I'm a nationalist. You always kick me every time. Next thing.
I don't know who you are.
Good. I'm a nationalist. I support Trump. I don't think he's going hard enough.
Okay, why do you support Trump, buddy?
Because I'm not your buddy. I think I don't support Trump. I think he's not going hard enough.
So you don't support Trump?
I don't think he's going hard enough.
So do you or do you not support Trump?
No. We need someone for.
Moving on to John Smith. I mean, maybe that's why I kick you off. You don't support Trump. John Smith, are you a Trump supporter?
I am a Trump supporter.
How old are you, John Smith?
What? I am 18 years of age.
Are you in the bath, John Smith?
You're not Dean Withers. You'll never be Dean Withers. You'll never have a platform of Dean Withers. So to say that, thinking you are on his level, you have 7 viewers in here. You will never be on the Dean level.
So the live stream that I had 10 seconds ago prior to this one, there was at least 10 people that were in the bath. This happens in smaller communities as well, and there's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that watch views of specifically videos of people in baths.
I'm not in a bath. I think that's pretty fucking weird, but no, I'm not in a bath.
I think you're lying. Stomp your foot. Okay, why do you support Trump?
I don't necessarily like support Trump, but I am more of a Republican because of what the liberals are doing nowadays. They're becoming more Islamic.
Ooh,
and
scary. Medicare for all, scary. Money out of politics. The boogeyman. Money out of politics. Money out of the boogeyman.
You're becoming
No!
socialist.
Keep money in
You're
politics. Keep
trying
money in
to have
politics.
Islam run through
Keep
our
money in
country.
politics. Keep money out of my pockets, and no, don't pass Medicare for all. You think that's the boogeyman? You think that's scary? You think that's scary? Money out of politics, money in your pockets, Medicare for all. You think that's scary?
What's scary is Islam running
that's
this country
so
in a few
scary.
years and killing all Christians.
That's so scary. I dream. I have nightmares of everyone having healthcare. I have nightmares of everyone having money in their pockets.
You dream about Islam running this country. Wow.
If you think it's if you think that in order for you to want money out of politics, money in your pockets, and pass Medicare for all, you have to be Islamist, then I am an Islamist. But no, that's not true. You don't have to be an Islamist in order to want money out of politics, money in your pockets.
Okay.
So no, I'm not a Muslim.
You're not a Muslim?
I'm simply someone who wants money out of politics, money out of money out of politics, money in your pockets, and Medicare for all, just like Abdul Al Sayed wants. A Muslim man, just like Zoran Mamdani does.
That motherfucker supported 9/11, so that's what you like.
Give me one example of how he supported 9/11. Go ahead.
He has a picture of the towers going down in his room.
Yeah, what's your source?
I'll give you right now, motherfucker.
I have to do homework. The boogeyman, money out of politics. It's so scary. So freaking scary. It keeps me up at night. Passing Medicare for all. So scary. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Once again, if you guys want to support the live stream, best way you can do so is Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, link.
No one is giving you any money, so.
Yeah, buddy, I'm a grifter. Be quiet. Find your source. You made the claim that.
Do you guys? I'm gonna find my source. I'm gonna find my source in the meantime. In the meantime, why do you people talk about how all the politicians take away from our middle class? Meanwhile, you sit on the live
find your source. Hush,
begging,
find your source.
begging for the middle class to donate to you. Begging
Hush.
and dodging the topic. Nice.
Nah, I'm not dodging. You're dodging. I need you to prove the claim you made, buddy. Oh my goodness gracious! People are so insufferable. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Just like you, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure. You're fucking chopped, dude.
They believe anything Trump says. Projection.
What?
Projection. Turn on your camera.
No.
No, that's what I thought.
No.
That's what I thought.
I mog you though. That's all I
turn
know.
on your camera.
I mog you.
Turn on your camera.
You go to the gym? You work out?
Turn on
you
your
work
camera.
out? Take off your shirt and take off your shirt. I'll see how you're looking under there.
No! I am not taking off my shirt for you.
Oh, someone's a little insecure.
You fucking freak. I'm not taking off my shirt for you. Take me out to dinner first. Jesus fuck.
You want another dude to take you out for dinner? Wow.
If you want me to take off my shirt, fuck it, absolutely. I'm not doing that shit for free. The fuck?
All right.
So what's your source that Abdul Al Sayed has a picture of the...
you want someone in Congress named Abdul Al Sayed?
Abdul Al Sayed, yes, absolutely.
Abdul Al Sayed, a fucking Muslim, fucking Islamic that wants to marry children. Yeah, that's what
You're fucking stupid.
That's what his religion stands for.
What's your source?
What's my source? What's
Islamic? Your source that he has that photo up in his wall?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like 10 seconds before I kick you.
You're gonna kick me? You have no one else requesting, buddy.
I do. I have 5 people.
So bring one of them up. Meanwhile, I find my source. Well, I can't find my source because I saw it on the TikTok, but...
No, you can't find your source, so concede. Concede.
No.
No? Then you believe things without evidence?
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot.
I'm a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
Oh, someone's mad.
Buddy, you're hiding behind a camera.
How old is Fatty?
He's chopped.
I think Fatty's I think that person was a child. So concede or just give me evidence. One or the other.
No.
No. You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Crime, you fucking idiot. All right, I'm gonna hop off.